Back to Ask Mr. Franchise. Thank you for joining us today. We've got a beautiful new backdrop of the city of Toronto behind us, apparently. It's adding a little bit of atmosphere to the show, which is great. And not that this is a Toronto-based show, this is a Canadian-based show and goes coast to coast, well, anywhere around the world because it is on the World Wide Web, but mostly covering Canadian content. Always like to update everybody on what's happening in the franchise world when it comes to financing, when it comes to franchisees, when it comes to landlords, and ultimately when it comes to franchisors. We've got two excellent guests with us today, Peter Druxerman from Druxy's Famous Deli, as well as Ryan Smolkin from Smokes Poutineery. It's a poutine-only restaurant. This is one that I would have bet against coming out of the gate, but apparently is doing some phenomenal things. So we're excited to have them both here as guests today. Quick update for you on the banking side of things. We are seeing lending starting to loosen up a little bit more, and the banks are becoming more inclined to lend. CIBC is the latest to join the marketplace. CIBC has been on the fences for the past 3 years, not financing actively in the franchise industry, but about 2 weeks ago, we finally got the call from CIBC that they are ready to start financing franchise systems again, and we're excited about that. TD Bank still sitting on the fence for restaurants, but open to just about everything else when it comes to franchise financing. Then we have Royal Bank, who is open to just about any opportunity, but is only doing 50-50 splits on the financing. So if you are looking for any more leverage than that, Royal Bank is probably not the place to go. And Bank of Montreal, still the number one place for franchisees to get their financing, offering more often than not a 60-40 split in favor of the franchisee, obviously dependent on your credit history, your approval, and the approval of the franchise system that you're with. As franchisees, as you explore financing, make sure that you find out if the franchisor has a relationship with a financial institution well in advance. It should be one of the 5 chartered banks or GE Capital in the restaurant industry. And for those of you that may have seen on the news lately, GE Capital has been promoting like crazy that they are back into restaurant financing. I guess now that the economic crisis has passed for them and they've received the largest portion of the bailout that was sent out by the U.S. government, they are ready to protect their AAA rating again by financing restaurants once more. In regards to the landlords, we are seeing new opportunities happen with smaller landlords that are now coming back with something that we haven't seen in a long time, which is gross all-in rental rates. Gross all-in rental rates take into account the net rent plus the taxes, maintenance, and insurance, and guarantee the escalations over the course of a period of time. We have about 5 different locations that we're looking at where the landlords are guaranteeing a gross rental rate of anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a month, and these are AAA downtown locations. This is very unusual because taxes are usually a big fluctuating point that can eat into a landlord's rent when they've tried this in the past. However, some of the smaller landlords are giving it a shot, and as long as the contract is binding, the franchisee should be well protected. We are also seeing on the larger landlords, the more national landlords, that they are starting to look for more sublease arrangements, and we are seeing larger anchors looking for subleases as well, anywhere from large grocery stores to department stores looking to sublease some space and save themselves a little bit of money. Cost cutting is still very much in effect, and while the recession for the most part is seeing signs of recovery, I'd say that on Main Street Canada and in the shopping malls, we're not seeing it back nearly as strong as the newspapers would have us believe. In regards to the franchisor side of things, we are seeing more franchisors enter the marketplace, more with a specialty, like our second guest today, Ryan Smolkin from Smokes Poutineery. And the interesting thing about these is, what's the longevity of a specialized franchise system? Because it's quite concerning that if you're built your reputation on one product and your name is one product, what really is going to be happening when that fad necessarily changes down the road, or eating habits change, or buying habits change as things evolve. We've seen that happen in the States with Skechers, the running shoes, and how they had to quickly change from just a shoe company to a full clothing company when their shoe became a passing fad and has now revived itself. So a couple things to be considered when you are looking at franchises that specialize in one product line only. In regards to the franchisee area, we are seeing actually more and more people that are looking for conversion opportunities, which is very interesting. People that are saying, I don't want to buy a new one. I want to find something that's either available as a resale that I can get into immediately, or something that's available as a conversion. And a conversion would mean taking an independent and converting it into a new location. This is prevalent mostly in the restaurant industry, where the costs of setting up the restaurant, the hoods, the ovens, the HVAC, the ecology units, the most expensive parts of setting up a restaurant have already been incurred by the independent owner-operator that then would look to do a conversion. For those of you that are looking for more information on conversions, please visit our website, mrfranchise.ca, and let us know, and we'll be happy to point you in the right direction.